We will call this July 19th meeting of the Andalusia City Council to order and ask you to stand and join Councilman Wells as he leads us in the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray. Father, we come together tonight. We ask very simply, let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our heart be acceptable in your sight. O Lord, you are our strength, and you are our Redeemer. Amen.
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 Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone to our second meeting in July. This is a little bit different because we usually meet on the first and third Tuesday of each month. But because of a conflict, we moved the second meeting to this Thursday night. We will start back in August again with the first and third Tuesday cycle of meetings. The workshop starts at 5 o'clock upstairs, and the business session starts here in the chambers at 6 o'clock or close to that. Members of the council, you have before you your minutes of the July 3rd meeting for consideration.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we accept the minutes July the 3rd.
All right, we have a motion by Ms. Griffin to accept the minutes. Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
Second by Mr. Mount. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that is unanimous, and thank you for that. Okay, next item of business is new business to consider a request for, scratch that. We had one piece of unfinished business. That was to consider Resolution 2018-23 determining the cost of abatements for properties because of a problem in attendance from some people who needed to be here for that. We've agreed to continue that, postpone that hearing, which is a public hearing, until the first meeting in August. So that will be reset for the first Tuesday in August. All right. Could I get a motion that we do that, that we pass that?
Mr. Mayor, I make concerning resolution 2018-23 determining the cost of abatements of properties. Ask that we postpone that to the next meeting in August.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Wells to pass that to the first meeting in August. Do we have a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Sconyers. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand, and that too is unanimous, and I thank you for that. All right, new business. The 35th Annual Andalusia Gun and Knife Show is scheduled for Andalusia, and I've got that paper here somewhere. August the 18th and 19th out at the Kiwanis Center. Historically, we have waived the city sales tax at those events. They bring in hundreds of visitors to our community, and they also offer safety programs for youngsters with firearms and so forth, and we feel like there's a good public service being rendered in that manner. So there's a public value to it. So I would recommend to you that we waive it again this year.
Mayor, I make a motion that we waive the sales tax for the 35th Annual Andalusia Gun and Knife Show. I'd like to also mention that this is the 35th year it's been going on. So,
yes, it's been a real favorite in the community, and people really do attend it really well. All right, we have a motion to waive the sales tax. Do we have a second?
second.
Second by Mr. Powell. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of waiving the tax according to the motion and second, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that too is unanimous. All right, under new business, we have a resolution 2018-26, abatement of nuisance properties. There are, I think, 6 properties on that list. One of those has been cleaned up, and so it's moot as to one of them. The 5 remaining, one is at 606 Tucker Street, one at 426 South Three-Knot Street, one at 218 Church Street, one at 1509 First Avenue, Green Acres, and one at 605 East Three-Knot Street. These are all weed and grass abatement matters. So this has been presented to you by our folks that get out and try to enforce our abatement process and procedures and policies, and I recommend to you that we approve it.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we accept 2018-26, an abatement of nuisance properties, mostly grass.
Okay.
There were 6 of them.
All right. I think that's 5 now. I think there's one that's
Yeah,
marked
okay,
off.
that's right.
Okay. You heard the motion by Ms. Griffin. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Powell. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that is unanimous, and I thank you for that. Next item is Resolution 2018-27. This is a resolution applying for a community development block grant for some paving project here in the city. The grant amount would be $280,000. Our matching portion will be approximately $76,000. We've had 2 or 3 runs at this, but finally have, because of some other work that's going to be going on by the Utilities Board, we have changed the streets that we recommended that we apply for under this grant application. And that's what this resolution does, and the streets that are involved in that are attached to the materials that you have. But I recommend that we move forward with this resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we approve Resolution 2018-27 concerning the Community Development Block Grant application.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Sconiers to adopt the resolution. Do we have a second?
I second.
Have a second by Mr. Wells. Is there any further discussion, questions, or comments concerning the resolution? All right, hearing none, if you're in favor of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And I thank you for that. That is unanimous as well. All right, we've got 3 school board elections that are taking place this year. The time for qualifying for those 3 spots has gone by. This week, that time went by, and we have one candidate who qualified for each of the 3 districts. The first one is District 1, and we only have one applicant applied, and that is registered lawfully. And under state law, all 3 of these are automatically elected to their position if there's no qualifications by the deadline. And under state law, we are to adopt resolutions certifying that they have been elected, and that will be sent in, and they will take office without having to run an election. So the first one is Resolution 2018-28, which is for School District 1.
Mr. Mayor, motion that we approve Resolution 2018-28, certification of the school board election in District 1.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Sconiers. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Powell. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? All in favor then of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that carries, and I thank you for that. The next resolution is 2018-29, certification of school board election in District 3.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that 2018-29, certification for school board election for District 3.
All right, Ms. Griffin makes the motion to adopt the resolution. Do we have a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Mount. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? All in favor of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that is unanimous as well. And finally, Resolution 2018-30, a resolution certifying the school board election for District 5. Do we have a motion for that?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve Resolution 2018-30, certification of school board election District 5.
All right, I had a motion by Mr. Powell. Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
Second by Mr. Mount. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And that carries unanimously as well, and I thank you for that. Congratulations to those three individuals. I've had the opportunity to run contested elections or campaigns and uncontested campaigns, and I highly recommend the uncontested. Other business, we don't have any other business to require action. I would like to, we had Mr. Tommy Agee join us in our upstairs in our workshop. Mr. Agee, our new Director of Parks and Recreation, came on board Monday and has been quite busy, I think, since he got here. We're glad to have Tommy and his wife join us in our community. She will be a second grade school teacher in the Andalusia Elementary School this year, and we're happy to have them on board. We do have July jams tonight. If we had a mic over there close to that door, you could hear some of the activities already started next door at Springdale. Had a great crowd last week. This week we're supposed to have some really good talent and activities out there, so I know this may not go out till after it's over, but anyway, it'd be nice if you'd go and enjoy that. There'd be a lot of folks there. Okay, anything else to come before the council tonight? All right, hearing nothing, we will stand adjourned.